Welcome back to our channel. This is Kim.
And this is Amanda, and we're back with a review of the new Salt Soft.
In our last video, if you tuned in, we were doing our big reveal for the new Salt Soft. And now we want to give you our review. Now, of course, we've had a long time with this cup because we got it months ago, so it's just now hitting the public market for sale. And of course, we would love for you to buy one, but before you want to buy one, we want to tell you how it works.
The Salt Soft is very similar to the Salt Cup. It comes in the same exact size and shape as the original Salt Cup. It is just a little softer. The Salt Soft is what we consider to be the perfect firm average cup. It's soft enough that it's not going to be irritating if you have bladder sensitivities or severe cramping, excessive swelling, or anything like that, but it's firm enough that it should open a little easier than a truly soft cup.
This is the package. It's beautiful, and we go into a lot of the unboxing and things like that in our previous video, but I do want to share it again just for anyone who's only tuning in for the review. And this is what comes inside. The Salt Soft was developed in collaboration with Amanda and I from Put a Cup in It. It's something we're really excited about. We were so ready for something like this to be available and widely available because we wanted a soft average cup that everyone could purchase. They could find on Amazon or any store, easily get it shipped to them. And the bonus is that it is a color. And that's something that we really thought was important because we don't really like stains on our cups. It's not a total killer for a cup for me and probably for other people, but it is nice to have something that isn't going to look a little bit icky after a few cycles.
While this is a feature of the original cup also, we really love the sizing. The large is not a massive cup, so it might not be ideal for someone with an extremely heavy period, but it's going to work for most people, and the small is just, this thing's adorable, and I love it.
The thing I love about Salt in general as a cup shape is that the small and the regular are so distinctly different. And there is definitely a noticeable difference here in the diameter and, of course, in the length. Our menstrual cup comparison chart is a great resource to help you compare cups that you're considering. But I love that they are vastly different sizes. So that's another reason that we really wanted to work with Salt on a softer average cup, because not only will the firmness be great for people, but just the overall diameter, length, the nice stem, all of those things are features that we loved in the Salt Cup.
While I really love the original Salt Cup, it is a little bit firm for me, and I do notice a bit of bladder pressure. Nothing that would keep me from wearing it, but it doesn't make it perfect. This firmness for me is perfect. Now with the new slightly softer firmness, I get the comfort that I like with that same shape. I've used a lot of cups, and this is definitely one of my favorites. While the stem on the Salt is very flexible and most people find it comfortable, I remove all of my stems on every cup always. So that is not unique to Salt, and that doesn't mean that it's not a comfortable stem. It just means that I don't like stems. So I chop them all off, no questions asked. It's just how I do it. And also, have I mentioned how much I love the color? Come on, it's gorgeous. I love it.
I am personally a big fan of what we at Put a Cup in It call soft average cups. And if you've taken our quiz before, that might have been one of your results, and you might have been frustrated that you couldn't find any of the cups that were linked for you because they're a little hard to get in the United States, hence working with Salt. And for me, especially when I am on the tail end of my cycle, I really reach for the soft average cups in my basket of cups because they just feel better for me at that point in my cycle. And I start with the average firm cups towards the beginning of my cycle for cups like Salt and Lunette and the Lena. So that's, my personal preference. But we know from all of our quiz taking that people really do like these soft average cups, myself included. It works great for me. I've been trying it for months now during my cycles. I love a soft average cup because it doesn't apply any bladder pressure for me personally. And so one of the issues I do have with the firmer average cups, or even firmer cups beyond that, is that it just pinches my urethra a little bit. So as I'm urinating, it is a slower urine stream. This isn't anything that is medically going to cause any harm or hurt you, although we have heard a few people maybe link having UTIs to that, but that would be a more restricted urine flow, I would guess. Again, I'm not a doctor, but if it does worry you that firmer cups are applying pressure to the urethra and making your urine either flow slower, or if you feel like you have to urinate, it's actually applying bladder pressure even beyond just the urethra, just pressing against the bladder, then something like a soft average cup is going to help with that. And that's where I fall when I'm a little bit annoyed by having pressure against my urethra. I will go and reach for a soft average cup. I don't like soft cups, and that is a huge difference. And that's something that Amanda and I were really pushing for in developing a soft average, is that it really fall into that category and not stray too far into the soft category, because softer cups are so much harder to get open when you're putting them in. They just don't apply enough pressure when they're opening that helps them stay open and be open, and it gets frustrating when you're new and if you happen to buy a really soft cup and you're putting it in and it doesn't want to open. And so that was our main goal with the soft average, was to make sure it just was soft enough that it's not applying pressure, but not too soft that you really have to fiddle with it. Now, that said, you will have to fiddle with the soft average cup a little bit. So if you're brand new to cups and you're considering a salt and you're looking to decide between the salt soft and the regular salt cup, you may want to go with the regular salt cup just because you're new to cups, and it's a lot easier to get the salt cup to open up than it is for the salt soft. It's not impossible when you're new to start with a salt soft or something similar, but if you want a higher chance of success and getting a good seal and just having a little easier time of starting with cups, then probably the salt cup. If you're an experienced cup user and you've been frustrated by those firmer cups that are applying some pressure and are just noticeable, and it's not even painful, it's just you notice the cup, that's where something like the Salt Soft will be a better fit for you. And if you are still, like, you're new, but you really think that you're sensitive, you're someone who has cramps or just feels like you're sensitive in general, sensitive skin, whatever the case is, there are some correlations just in our chat and group and a lot of the people that we've talked to that it does seem like softer cups are better for people who fit into that category. I don't know why, but it does have some relation. So if that's you, maybe go with the Salt Soft in the beginning and just know that it might take a little more time to get it inside and get it open. It might be just a little more involved than one of the firmer cups, but it'll be more comfortable for you.
The punch down fold is great for these cups to get a narrow point of insertion. This is the large, and this is the small. What I love about this design is that it has 2 points of contact with the rim and the body of the cup, but the rim doesn't protrude a lot from the side of the cup, which can add extra pressure to the bladder or urethra. I think that's what makes this cup so comfortable for me. While this is a great cup for me and my body, we always recommend that you take our menstrual cup quiz. It will help narrow down all of the cups so that you can find a cup that will work best for your body. It could be this one, or it could be another. Once you get your results, you can compare them side by side and decide which one appeals to you and your needs.
One of the reasons that we partnered with Salt on this is that they have amazing customer service and they are really receptive to customer feedback. So if you want to try a Salt Soft and it just doesn't seem to work for you, or you try a Salt Cup and it doesn't seem to work for you, reach out to their customer service. That's why we love working with and promoting brands that have good customer service, because it helps people in the long run find a cup that's going to work for them successfully, and they're going to be happy with their cup and not be stuck with a cup that won't work. So their guarantee is on their website. It's not a refund, but they do work with you on getting something that will work, whether it be changing the size out, or now that the Salt Soft is available, working with you to either try the soft or the firm. And that's one of the things that I know our community loves about Salt and their customers love. And a bonus of buying a Salt cup is that you have a chance of finding the right cup that works for you, because they now have this new expanded lineup and they have that customer service backing the cup that you buy.
Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a like and let us know if you have any questions in the comments below. Also, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you can see new menstrual cup content as we put it out. If you need further menstrual cup support, check out our Facebook group. Just search Put a Cup in It Community or click the link in the description below.
Looking at the soft salt. See? So hard. Salt, soft. Oh, my soft salt. Soft salt, soft salt, salt, salt.
Beep, 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 beep.
Huh.